go over to my extraterrestrial movies and break them down. I'm gonna start off with this one first, with these two first ones, because they popular movies. The first one I'm gonna talk about is whatever one came out the first, and I'm gonna go with Independence Day. Stop! Where you going? Get out of here! Independence Day. Of course, I mean, we gonna gravitate to some type of stuff like that because Will Smith was the lead. He wasn't the lead. Stop! No! So we gonna gravitate towards that one because I'm saying they threw us in that movie. Well, not us, but they threw him in that movie, and he brought the comic relief, but he was still like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we gravitated towards Independence Day, and then the guy from Jurassic Park, what's his name? I don't want to click on it to find his name, but I can't remember his name. Jeff Goldblum. And I know y'all remember another movie by Jeff Goldblum back in the day. The Fly. He played The Fly. That wasn't an extraterrestrial movie, but he was The Fly. If y'all can remember The Fly, look up The Fly. He turned himself into a fly. That was interesting. Why would you want to be a fucking fly? He was talking about all this supernatural shit that the fly could do, and I gotta go back and watch that movie because that was when I was a kid. But Independence Day, they defeat the aliens. And you on my video? Don't walk past though. Now you're gonna be on the video. Do I have to start it over because you're gonna be on the video? No one wants to see your black ass. But yeah, Independence Day was probably, it wasn't one of the first. It probably was one of the first to the 90s and the 80s kids. So, other than E.T., I'm telling you, E.T., that was the most classic. I looked up the top 5. E.T. wasn't on there. They had War of the Worlds on there. And I talked about War of the Worlds. And they showed the trailer. The trailer did look dramatic. Like, it looked interesting to watch. It made you want to watch the movie. But when you watch the movie, you're like, this movie sucks. But, because maybe they said some dramatic shit in it. Whatever these things was that came out of the earth, they've been down there for millions of years or thousands of years or hundreds of years or some shit like that. So they've been waiting. That's interesting. But other than that, MIB, Men in Black. I watched all of them. About to be on my video again, homeboy. So, you want to come make a shout out? Come on, come make a shout out. Come show your face. Come make a shout out. Tell everybody you're handy. He's going to skateboard. This kid about to go hurt himself somewhere. Men in Black. The first one, classic. Second one, kinda can't remember it. You know, the seconds, you know what I'm saying? Seconds, they not his best. The third one was good though. I think the third one was when he met what was the white guy name? He was Jade. What was the white guy name from Men in Black? What was his code name? K. He met K. He was younger. He traveled in time and did all that, you know. I like that movie because they tied in Will Smith's story to tie to that he was kind of fated to meet him the whole time because his father was the military guy, and he's seeing him and Griffin, the fifth dimensional being, which Griffin was talking about that movie was good because Griffin was the fifth dimensional being. Like he said, how do you see reality? He said, I see my reality all happening at once. I mean, he see present, past, and future simultaneously existing at the same time. So he would see the past, he would see the present, and he would see the future all happening at once, unless an outcome comes and change it. Like he see different realities and inputs to reality, and that's how the fifth dimension, I guess, works. Because he said when they was at the party, when he was like, "Yeah, this is the dimension when your friend did this, your friend did that, your friend did this, unless." This is the dimension when your friend did this, your friend did that, unless that person did this, and then, oh, it's a bad thing. Like, he seen all outcomes of the reality. So, that was a good movie for that. To understand. Where you going? Where you going? So, let's go to the next one. Venom. I guess they put Venom on here, of course. Venom is like an extraterrestrial movie. Already talked about Venom, I think. You know, everybody understands Venom is the shit. If they're gonna merge it with Spider-Man, we don't know. We're talking about extraterrestrial movies today. But Venom is a being that was supposed to came from the cartoons from Mars and came back down here and did his thing. I didn't watch the host. Power Rangers, that's interesting. Power Rangers. If you was born in 85 or 84, 83, I mean not 83, but 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, or 90, Power Rangers was your shit. And they got the movie on here. Power Rangers is technically extraterrestrial because they're from another world and that power comes from another world. And as that power comes from another world, Zordon was another, like if y'all never watched the movie, watch the movie because it breaks down, I guess, the origins of Zordon and Rita. I guess Rita was the Green Ranger back in the day, and she turned her back on Zordon, which was the Red Ranger back in the day. So he was the original Red Ranger. So he was going to try to come through one of the Rangers and be a Ranger coming back in this movie, but they're like, look, dog, you just want to get back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. So I guess he sacrificed himself to stay in a little bubble to save the little black kid. He saved the black kid that died. But he was a Power Ranger back in the day. Defenders of Earth. Everybody's a defender of Echo. Echo, I remember this movie. I think it was a little, I don't know what that thing was. But I'm going to skip it because I don't remember it. Prometheus. Oh, I wish I would have watched this. I never watched it. Dark Skies. I think that was a little boy. His whole world turned dark, and these entities was coming down, and they possessed his little brother or something. And it was, the whole world was dark. He had to go find his little brother and to go to the other side and all this. I talked about Super 8, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, good movie. This too. The Watch. I talked about The Watch. The Watch was good. Pixies. Alien movie, I guess. Aliens came down and they emulated 80s video games and was trying to take over, emulating video games. The way they did that was nice. So they came over and took over in the form of like Pac-Man and other shit. You know, they say aliens gonna mimic what they see, and they're gonna try to take over what they see. And they mimicked the 80s video games to take over the world. Yes, baby. Got mosquito bites? Go in the house. I do too. Riddick. I guess it's the first Riddick. I can't remember that. I watched that so long ago. But Riddick was the shit though. Going to different worlds. Doing what he had to do. Edge of Tomorrow. I watched it, but don't remember it. See, these movies ain't regular UFOs coming and all that. I know y'all want to hear all that. Okay, I talked about Signs. It sucked. Signs to me sucked. But it was a traditional alien movie about the crop circles. And if you understand about the crop circles, think about this because I heard somebody talk about this. I can't remember. It was so long ago. It was probably a decade old of what I heard about the crop circles. They said the crop circles are a collective consciousness giving us messages. I heard a scholar say that. White scholar. But I heard them say that. That's us giving communication to ourselves because they slow motion one of the crop circles and it was these orbs. And I told you about the orbs, but it was these orbs floating around the crop circle and then they just appeared. Because they say they could tell if they done by man and they could tell if they not done by man because it's clearly a difference. It's clearly a difference. I gotta charge my phone, people. Hold up for a second. But yeah, they say it's clearly a difference. Charger ain't trying to work. Okay, I'm gonna have to just sit in here. District 9. I thought I talked about that, but I probably did. District 9, y'all know what that was about. That was Section 8. You know what I'm saying? District 9 was the aliens coming down, getting stranded. Didn't have a way home, so they started mixing in with the foreign blacks because they didn't really show no American blacks. They were showing the foreign blacks. They got in with the Jamaicans and the Haitians, and they started selling their weapons to them and get down with them for cat food, and the shit got crazy. And then the white guy, he got involved. I think he got scratched or something happened between a raid because he was like he was one of them Section 8 niggas, go to your house and check on what you doing, try and evict you and shit. And then he ended up getting turned into an alien. So he was changing and he was helping the little alien. They was trying to get, one of them was smart as fuck, so he was trying to get back home. And they got that ship going. District 9, I like that movie. It was that they probably invented on their own, and it was interesting. That's why I liked it. It wasn't no remake. It wasn't no remake or nothing. So I like that about that. Let's see. What's next? The Fifth Wave. Okay, The Fifth Wave. I think that was that girl. The Fifth Wave is about that girl. The blonde haired chick. She was on the Dark Shadows. What's that blonde haired chick? I can't remember. She always playing aggressive movies and shit. But I think she was the fifth wave or some shit. It was like 5 waves of the destruction of Earth or something, and the fifth wave, I don't know. I can't remember it. It was so long ago. You said it came out 2016, but to me, Paul. Okay, I'm skipping it. Paul was a good movie. It was funny. That was the one with Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen and Paul was funny. It was an Elliot. They was trying to find him. He was trying to get back home. And I think he was the voice. He was the voice of Paul. So, for entertainment purposes, no science in it. No science in it at all. You know what I'm saying? I might have to even bring up some movies they don't even have on here. Because They're not putting everything up here. I Am Number Four. Number four. I remember that movie. He was. It was aliens coming down, and I guess he was the fourth one, and he started going to high school or some shit like that. He had special powers. His whole purpose was to meet up with the other numbers, and y'all check it out. I don't want to go into details about it because that was in 2011. I really don't remember it like that. Talked about Men in Black. I ain't talking about Godzilla. Cause you know Godzilla changes. Attack of the Block. Alright, Attack of the Block was my first introduction into John Bill. John, what's his name? The dude from Star Wars, the black guy. John. What's the black dude from? What's the black guy from Star Wars? The black young dude. The black young dude. John Boyega. What's his name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
John Boyega.
John Bodega.
No, it ain't Bodega. John.
It is Bodega.
It ain't Bodega.
It's Boyega.
Boyega, John something, whatever, that guy. Matter of fact, I could just click on it and see his name. That was ignorant. I'm sorry about mispronouncing your name, homeboy, but damn, it just fucked me up. Did it cut me back? It did. John John Boyega. John Boyega. That was the first time I seen him, and it was a British movie. Aliens came down. They was little street thugs or whatever, and they stopped protecting the block because the aliens attacked the block. So, interesting movie. These aliens was like some dog type creatures that was super black. That was so black you couldn't see them, but you could see their teeth, and they had like green thing, like blood or whatever. That was like heavy melanated creatures or some type shit. Alright, they got Monster and Aliens. This is the kids movie. I did watch that, but I'm not gonna go on it. Battle Los Angeles, I seen that, but I'm not gonna go into that. Cloverfield, just like how I brought up Super 8, it was like the same. I want to say Necronomicon or H.P. Lovecraft type shit. I think Necronomicon though. Those creatures from the beyond coming back to destroy some shit ancient. And they don't show you what they look like, but they just destroying shit. The movie was weird because it was about the guy from Roseanne, John Goodman, and the story between him and the person he was with. It was weird. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, John Carpenter. John Carpenter is an alien movie, I guess. Because he was from Earth. And, you know, JC. What that sound like? He was JC. Who's JC? He was born on Earth. He goes to Mars. And since the gravity on Mars is different, he could jump higher as the regular people that was born there because his muscle mass. You want a less density. You want a less density when you go to a higher density. You become like, I guess, amazing, and that's what they was trying to make that seem. Other than that, that movie really sucked. Like, really sucked. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I told y'all that's what made me scared of clowns. I watched that movie as a kid. That was 88. I was 3 years old when that movie came out. So when I watched it, I probably was like 5 or 6. And I don't remember. But yeah, that fucking movie freaked me out. If I go back and watch it now, I'll probably laugh at it. But I can't remember nothing from it. And that's all the movies they got. And I'm on Google, so. Alright, the Predator. The shit. Who's the Predator? Look, how his hair look? His hair look like this? That's what it looked like to me. And when they actually did the Alien versus Predator, they show you like it was an ancient war on Earth where they hunted the aliens for sport, and they was like the natives on Earth, and they had rituals. All of them had like dreadlocks. All of them was dread. They had dread heads. You know what I'm saying? The niggas was niggas. That's why I went on Alien versus Predator where they did the movie. He was with a black woman. And he crowned her whatever because she killed one of the aliens. She got her credentials. Alright, the thing, I don't know if I seen the thing. I'm gonna skip that. Alright. I'm just going through some of these. I never watched Doom. Pitch Black was good. Pitch Black was more of a, it was like Reddick, but it was the first Reddick.
Alright, come back up. Alright, come back up.
And I can't remember that shit. That shit was in 2000.
Mariah.
That shit was 22 years ago. Get back up here. Starship Troopers. That was my shit. All of them. I liked all the Starship Troopers. They was going after the bug. I guess they feel as in these extraterrestrial movies where these extraterrestrials will be more insect-like. They did break down why, I think. But these insects, these aliens, was insect-like bugs. Instead of being like humanoids. Where something that's coming, come back here! Something that's coming from another star system. I don't know what it would look like. I think it would be more human-like or reptilian-like than insect-like. And if it is, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think it would just be something more closer to what they already showed us before. Like, think about it. What the fuck if, and this is a what if, a big what if. What if when we watch these movies, they really be real aliens in the movies, and we just thinking that's CGI? I know that's crazy to say. But what if these motherfuckers got jobs, they getting paid and shit? Like, thanks, nigga. Man, I get paid on Friday, right? I'm gonna give me my money. But they really be fucking real aliens in the movies. I know y'all gonna say, this nigga's wild. But yeah, what if that was true? Elliot. I never really liked Elliot. None of them. Get up here! Elliot, to me, the only dramatic thing about the thing coming out her chest, because that was dramatic. She didn't give birth. She basically, that joint gave herself a C-section through her chest. And then they did it to the Predator on the other movie. On the Alien vs. Predator, was it 2? Or that same movie? Yeah. So, that was wild. Apollo 13, I guess that's when they went to the moon. And, I think it was something up there, and it was waiting for, it wasn't waiting for them, but when they got there, they got fucked up. Check it out, man. Check it out. Go to Mars. That's the one with Ice Cube. They were supposed to be transporting prisoners to the jail on Mars. And it was some type of disease in the air. Something happened in the air and everybody turned warlike. But that's Mars energy, period. Like, they was like Ghost or whatever, or Ghost of Mars. It was like everything became irate, started fucking shit up. It was a good movie. I can't remember too much of it because that movie was made, I'm pretty sure, 2001. Seemed like longer, but good movie though. I'm just talking about my opinions on these movies. That's all I'm gonna do. Species, yeah, you know, Species came out. They needed the I wish I had my glasses. My daughter broke my glasses and lost them, and then I found the broken part, and I can't put it back together because I need my glasses. Not those glasses. Matter of fact, I gotta get those glasses because I'm sitting here staring at this computer. Hold up for a second. Yeah, I was talking about my sunglasses. She broke, but it's about. I should be wearing these anyway. They're my blue blockers because I'm on this phone and this computer at the same time. So make sure y'all get a pair. Amazon or KT. KT got the nice ones. Shout out black businesses here. What I was talking about? Species. Okay, yeah. Species was she had to find a mate, and it was based on the pheromones. She sniffed him, make sure he was a quality subject, put him in a cocoon or an egg, and do what she do. They had, I think, 3 of them. This one number 2 right here, but I think it was more than one. Alright, they got the Arrival in here. I think I watched that. That was about the symbols. See, that was about signs and symbols. That whole movie, The Arrival. And that was top 1 in all extraterrestrial movies, The Arrival. On the list, on YouTube. So, what was they communicating with? Symbols. They was communicating with symbols. They communicate. That's how the aliens was communicating with the humans. When I told y'all about symbols. Invasions of the Body Snatchers, I guess. That's the next one. I got some personal experiences with that. Not like personal, like body snatchers, but 1993. Shit, that was so long ago. I can't remember that movie even if I tried. The Faculty, one of my favorite movies. If that movie come on, The Faculty, or I just watch that shit. I don't care if I just seen it yesterday with Usher. I don't know why they put Usher up there. This nigga was in the movie for like 13 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was the big name celebrity in the movie, other than Josh Hartnett and that other little creepy little girl. But and Lord of the Rings kid, what's his name? That went weirdo. He went weirdo. Started doing different shit. I can't remember his. I can't remember his government. Elijah Wood. Good movie though. I like The Faculty, and Pete with The Faculty. It's an old movie. I'm gonna talk about it because I seen it in the theaters when it first came out. The aliens that came here. What was the aliens' main thing? They couldn't get dehydrated. They needed water. Like they drunk water or they ingested water. Water was their life source. Just like the man who fell out of the man who fell to earth. If y'all ever watched that, the man who fell to earth, check it out. Water, water. That's all they were saying. Water, water. We need water. We need water. Water, water. So it's telling y'all something. Y'all need to drink some more water because I need some water right now. Actually, let's hide shit out this bitch. But they telling you something in that movie. Let's see what's next. Old World Worlds. Just the Old World Worlds. I never watched the Old World Worlds. Don't put that shit here. Please don't do that. The day the earth stood still. Not the old one, the new one. The day the earth stood still with Keanu Reeves was a classic to me in certain parts, like when he was getting interrogated. What did he say? They asked him, was he human? My body is human. Do you feel pain? My body feels pain. So he was acknowledging that he's just his body, because what they tell us is that we are not our body. We are what's in our body. Our body is basically like a vehicle or a suit for hair. But in that movie, he made it clear. Man, I'm gonna have to press pause this fucking ice cream truck, man. Alright, the next movie. Because I don't remember where I left off. The Blob. This original Blob came out in 1958, but I think they redid it in the 80s, maybe the 90s. Because I remember it was in a movie theater in the Blob. Fucked up everybody. It was like an ectoplasm or some shit. And I guess as it ate people up or devoured people, it got bigger. I think that was the plot, but I don't remember. That was too old. The Thing. I think The Thing was The Thing the dude that lived in the forest? I mean, the swamp? That was a nigga. But was it that? Was The Thing that thing? There was a movie called The Thing. Oh, no, that was Swamp Man or some shit. Swamp Thing. Thinking of Swamp Thing. They got a movie called Atlantic Rim. They don't got no date on it though. When the fuck did that shit come out? I'm gonna bring up this movie, but I don't think it was an extraterrestrial movie, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. What was the movie with Magwai? Gizmo. With Gizmo. What was the name of Gizmo movie? What was that? Gizmo, the Magwai. Can't feed him. He get wet. He make other gizmos and they go crazy. Gremlins. I guess that's an alien movie. I'm not sure. It's called Gremlins. But that was interesting. That movie. I was a kid. That was my shit. They don't have a lot of good movies. Green Lantern. Captain Marvel. Never watched Captain Marvel. I heard it was full of feminism. Thor, Ragnarok. I don't know. Already talked about half of this. I think I seen Batteries Not Included, but I'm not sure. I didn't know they had a Final Fantasy movie. Cocoon. I think Cocoon was when it was like something like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it was these aliens coming down making cocoons, and when they make the cocoon, it'll hatch and the person will be different. I think that's that movie. I think it is because it's 1988. It was an old movie, and they did it around the pool. Yeah, I think that's the one when they was getting old people, and when the old people go into the cocoon, they come out refreshed, and they come out rejuvenated, like giving them life again. I think that was Cocoon. I'm not sure. K-Pax, one of the best movies ever. And this next movie out the K-Pax, I'm gonna have to talk about that. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think I watched it, but I forgot about it. But I'm gonna go a little deeper into that one. Alright, K-Pax, and if you watch K-Pax, you heard what he said. We came on a beam of light, and what most of our scholars say, we light. Like I guess the sun gives off a certain energy. And they say that the angels of light is the angles of light. He said we came on light. he came down here. Long time since I watched the movie. I'm not gonna get into details because I don't remember it too much, but real powerful movie. Watch K-Pax. It's important. Watch it. The next movie, another important movie, Dark City. It was about a bunch of beings that was like demigods that was coming down ruling, and they would hit a signal, and when they hit the signal, it'd change up people's realities, making everybody change their lifestyle up. Like they hit a reality. You'll be something in one lifetime, but then you'll be something else in the next one once they hit that thing. And it made you think of they was trying to find the purpose of the soul in that movie. They was trying to find what makes the soul. So them doing that, one of the guys became hit. Like, look, man, this is some bullshit. Something playing with us. And he been on a run, and they was trying to get him, chase him, and kill him, and all this. That was a real good movie. It was like The Matrix back in the day. I'm gonna bring up this movie, even though it's not an extraterrestrial movie, and that movie reminds me of The 13th Floor. If y'all seen The 13th Floor, The 13th Floor was a movie where he created a machine, and he created a machine where he could go into a simulation of the 50s. So he go into the simulation of the 50s, but the dude who created the simulation was telling him how flawed it was, and how like our world that we live in was a simulation. And when he realized the truth, because he tried to drive to the end of the world, he seen all this Matrix green shit look like a video game. He realized the world he was in was a copy of another simulation of a world he was in. Great movie, 13th Floor. I think that's what it was called. 13th Floor. Watch that movie. It was a real good movie. And I think that's it for right now. I don't see nothing. Everything just repeating itself. Just showing me the same old shit. Comedies and superheroes, alien movies, and a lot of shit I've seen but I can't remember. I'm going through them, but nothing new stuck out. They're just basic movies. I didn't even go on I think it was The Fourth Kind, Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, where they was communicating with the aliens. I want to throw Transformers in there too, because that was like an alien movie. You know, they said they came from the planet. That planet was getting destroyed. And as that planet was getting destroyed, they came here to preserve their race. And all of the Transformers movies was pretty okay. So there's only one more list right here, but it ain't talking about nothing. I'm not even gonna talk about these. Yeah, they got it. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's what it's called. Not the Fourth Kind, the Third Kind. I gotta go back with my alien shit. It's hot out here, y'all. So I'm about to end it right here. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this one up. I'm gonna go back and listen to it, and then I might put it back up.